Hello and welcome to the Vegas party on Friday night. Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm having the best day ever. Couldn't be better, I'll tell you that. Well, I got some crazy stories for you tonight, and we're going to have some fun playing some slot machines and telling all kinds of wacky stories and having a good time. I'll tell you that. Got me a cup of coffee, got me some happy pills, and I'm feeling like $1 million. And I got 204 billion chips. Just remember that, because I probably won't see them by the end of the night. A shout out to Kaylin, my executive marketing host at MyVegas company. It's called Play Studios. They work in conjunction with MGM to provide all the rewards that you get off of this game. Free rooms and free, oh my gosh, the list goes on and on and on. I'll go over it a little bit later, all the nice, wonderful things that you can get from that company by playing this here game. And that's why I play. And I think it'd be neat for you to play too. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right to it. Let's go down here on the strip. I'm going to just go down here. This Maverick helicopters, you can get helicopter rides as rewards on this site for playing this thing. I've done it and it's great, I'll tell you that. See the painted desert in Vegas. Just got my shots, so I'll be able to see them soon. We're collecting a few dollars here. Hope I'm coming through clear and you can hear me. Let's see, looks like the Circus. Here's the Park MGM. That's a beautiful property, I'll tell you that. The Mirage, I saw the Tiger show there, and that's a beautiful property, I'll tell you that. If you're on, call out and let me know if you're here, and I'll welcome you. Here's they got tigers there, and they got dolphins there at the Mirage, and me and my son went to Vegas just recently, and we saw that. Hey, how are you? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. How you doing? Hope you're having the best day ever. God bless you. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Appreciate it. Thanks. Yeah, I like this hat. It's my lucky hat. God bless you. Hope you're having a great day, buddy. So, going down here, New York. That's got a roller coaster in it, man. How you doing tonight, Obtuse? Hope you're having a great day. Love the music you have on stream. Hey, man, thanks. I appreciate it, man. Thanks. Appreciate that. That's nice. We're going to make another song tomorrow. I'm glad, man. I feel like $1 million tonight. Couldn't be better, man. I feel like $1 million. Tomorrow we're going to sing a song. Me and my buddy Big Dave, we're going to sing another song. Oh, get your ears. Hey, thank you. Thanks for following, man. I appreciate it. So everything's going great. Couldn't be better tonight. Hey, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you. Everything's going great. Let's see, New York, and then there's a blackjack. I don't know if you guys play blackjack. Hey, buddy, Country, how are you, man? I got a story about you here in a minute. I'm going to be busting up a story about you. The story of Country's Pizza. Would he ever get it? We don't know. Country, man, it's good to see you. Great to see you, man. I hope you're having the best day ever. Because I sure am. Feeling like $1 million. That's my buddy Country. Just the funny thing about Country. Hey, White Smoke, how are you, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Hope you're having the best day ever. I feel like $1 million, I'll tell you that. Everything's going fantastic, I'll tell you that. Yeah, everything's going good. So, I was just busting up here getting a few of these chips here. This is the Bellagio Hotel right here. And it's got a water show out front. It's beautiful, man. I love that. Me and my son were going. I just got my shots, so I'll be going back to Vegas 2 times a month. At least we go 2 times a month, so that's really nice. And then, if anybody wants one of these mouse pads, just whisper me your address and I'll send you one. I'm going to put some cash in it. Could be $50. a crisp $50 bill. I'm going to send you one. All you got to do is send me your address. Don't even have to give me your, what do you call it, your name. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the Excalibur Hotel down here. Down here. This one's the, I don't know what that one, that might be Steve Wynn's hotel. I don't know. That's giving you some of, this one's MGM Grand. I like the MGM Grand. They used to have lions there. Not tigers, lions there. That was years ago. I asked the last time I was there, and the guy said, we ain't got no lions there anymore except that big gold lion out front. And then Mandalay Bay, that's the one I got a buddy of mine as a host there. So let's go to the high roller room. We'll go to Howling Reels. That's my favorite one. Go there. And then I'll get us started. Since Country's here, I'm going to get us started with the story of Country's Pizza. Would it ever get there? Oh my God, what a hell of a time we had with that mess. Let's see, I'm going to spend $1 million every push on this damn thing. And then let this thing roll. While I tell you the story of Country's Pizza. So my buddy Country Boy, I wanted to treat him to a dinner, and then I just said, hey, I think I'm going to treat Country to dinner, you know. And so I tried to get their address and call the damn Domino's, and first off there was like 20 Domino's in the area, and I called them 2 or 3 of the wrong damn ones, and it was just finally got the right damn one, and 2 of them said they was going to deliver there, and then he was on the outskirts of both of them, so I had a hell of a time trying to narrow down the exact one that would finally say, okay, we're going to try to get out there to get him one. So then I finally did that. And then this cat calls me up out in the blue, and he goes, I'm riding around out here in the middle of Oklahoma. My grandma used to go to Vegas all the time. No kidding, man. That's great. Old Kitchener, that's great. I love going to Vegas, man. I love it. So anyway, country, I got the damn dude on the phone. He calls me up. He's riding out in the middle of damn Oklahoma somewhere in the middle of the state, and he says, I got a pizza and I'm trying to deliver it to this address. And I said, you're calling me in Maryland and you want to try me to tell you where the hell this guy lives in Oklahoma? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know where the hell he lives. I don't know what it looks like. I gave you the address. You were supposed to learn, know where the hell you're supposed to go, brother. But I'm going to call him up and get some landmarks, and I gave him the phone number. Then he calls me back again, and it just went on and on and on forever. And to this day, I don't even know if he got it to this day, if he got his pizza. It was a Domino's Pizza Company. It's a reputable company. Anyway, the poor guy would not get his damn pizza. And so, it's just terrible. Poor fella. But I think he might have got it. He might have got his damn pizza eventually. That was the story of Country's Pizza, and I'm sticking to it. So anyway, I got another story. I went over to a friend of mine's house talking about songs. You had mentioned that we write some songs. And I was singing the songs, and I drank about 12 Mountain Dews, and I got home the other night. And I got home the other night after drinking about 12 Mountain Dews, and it was about 3:30 in the morning. Oh, we got it. Just was cold and just a horrible service. Well, I thought they'd give you a free one, Country, because I was going to, you call them up, I was write the corporate company and tell them I was going to write them a letter. I think I still will write them a letter and give them your address and tell them to give you a new damn pizza or coupon or something. Because hell, I paid like $50 or $60 for the damn thing, and so they were supposed to give you some brownies with it or something like that. I don't know if you even ever got them. The guy was probably eating them in the car because he was starving to death trying to find one. But anyway, that was a hell of a story, that Country Pizza story was. So anyway, I'm drinking about 12 Mountain Dews, Diet Mountain Dews the other day. That's how Country told me about that. Okay, yeah. That was a hell of a time, man. That was a hell of a time. So anyway, that was a good old good old time we had there. And then I drink about all these Mountain Dews. I come home about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm sitting there watching TV, and then I said, I'm gonna go out there in the car. I gotta go out there in the car for some reason, and I had to get my keys or something. I said, I'm gonna go out there and get my keys. And I went to the door, and I opened the door a little bit, and I thought, in my mind, I thought I saw somebody, right? And I said to myself right at first, now my mind's playing tricks on me. There's nobody out there. It's 3:30 in the morning. It's pitch black dark. My light didn't work out there because I'm a hillbilly and everything's screwed up around the damn house, right? The light didn't work. So I'm looking out there, and I said, it ain't nobody. And I'll be damned if it's 3:30 in the morning and there ain't somebody just standing out there on my goddamn porch at 3:30 in the morning, just standing there. What the F, man? Somebody standing on my porch. Woo! Look at I got it. But anyway, somebody was standing on my goddamn porch, and I almost pissed myself. Because this sumbitch was standing on my porch at 3:30 in the morning. So I took all the power in my world that I had with me and slammed that door closed. And then I pushed the door, my big door, closed as hard as I could, right, with all my might. And I tried with every might I had to slam that bolt lock closed. And I couldn't get it closed because I was pushing so hard. I was so psyched up, you know. I couldn't get the bolt lock locked. And then for about 4 or 5 seconds, I was worried sick that he was pushing on the other side of the door, and then I couldn't get the bolt lock locked. But for about 4 or 5 seconds, I couldn't get it locked. And then I finally flicked it closed after 4 or 5 seconds. And then I felt a little bit better, and I moved into the kitchen where the kitchen light was on, and I looked out there, and I'll be damned if that son of a bitch wasn't still out there. You know what I mean? He didn't leave or nothing. Didn't say a word or didn't leave. So I said, what the F? What's this guy doing? So I run around to my front door because my neighborhood's been pretty bad, and I picked up old Rusty that sits right beside my front door, and I pointed it right at him like this. I pointed old Rusty right at him like this. And I'll be damned if that dumb bitch was staring down the barrels of a double-barreled red-clamped shotgun, and he didn't move. That son of a bitch did not move. I don't know what kind of drugs this son of a bitch was taking, but if you've ever stared down the barrels of a double-barreled red-clamped shotgun like this right here, country, you know this gun, and you know what it'll do to you. You know what I mean? Ain't no doubt what this thing's going to do if I unleash both barrels of that thing. It's going to liquefy you, my man. So what I did was, I pointed the gun at the son of a bitch, and then he didn't move. And then I went around to the front door and pointed it at him again. He didn't move, and it welled up in me. I was so damn upset at this son of a bitch for not moving. Finally, I got mad. I was like, this guy's got to go. He's got to get the hell out of here. You can get a free mouse pad. Just give me your address. Oh, yeah. So I was so upset at this son of a bitch. And so what I did was I popped open the door and chased that son of a bitch with my shotgun down the end of the walkway, and he started talking to me. And at that point, I wasn't ready to talk to anybody. I don't know what he was thinking about talking to me. So I whipped that gun around and pointed it away from him and pulled the trigger, and the whole damn front yard lit up like a carnival. Boom! One barrel went off, not both barrels. One barrel, because I was saving one barrel. And I lit off one barrel, and the whole yard lit up like bright like light. And that sumbitch, I saw the whites of his eyes, and he took off. He lit off down the road. At that point, my wife came downstairs, and she was like, "What the hell's going on with you guys, with you people?" You know, she was like, "What the hell's going on?" And then he shot down the road like a damn shotgun. You know what I mean? And that was when I was over. that son of a bitch took off, and I never saw him again. So my best friend of 40 years, his dad's a Maryland State Police officer. And so I called him and got some advice from him. And he said that in the state of Maryland, where he was from, you know, where I live, but he said in the county where he was from, that everything was all right, and he didn't think I would be getting in any trouble or anything. So I did get some advice from him. And then my son came over and installed a security system. So now, I'm never going to leave the house again. I got a security system. It's all everywhere. It's all electronic and all that stuff. But damn, that son of a bitch didn't scare the hell out of me. And that's the story of the dude that wouldn't leave my front porch after I pointed my Jed Clampett shotgun at him. How about that? That was a little crazy. So I hope everybody's having a great night tonight. We are playing some slot machines and telling some crazy stories. Next story is about my best friend of 40 years. I'm going to tell you a story about him. And we are singing together tomorrow. And I was going to tell you about 40 years ago, we worked at a liquor store together. And we used to sing in the beer cooler. And we used to dance around and stuff and drink Colt 45s while we were working. We was only like 16. I was 16. I think he was 17. And we were drinking 16-ounce Colt 45s at the beer cooler and singing songs. And we used to come up with this. We came up with this thing called it. Like it. It can be a banana-coated bacon, it, and then we would just say it, and we would just say all this random crazy shit, you know what I mean? Just making up stuff. And we made a song called It, and if you guys could check it out. It's on YouTube. It's kind of funny. But anyway, we sing songs and have fun every Saturday. Me and my best friend of, well, gosh, maybe even 45 years now. But we sure have a good time. He's like X22B-3 or something like that on Twitch. I don't know what his name is. He's got a crazy name, but he's a great guy. Cheers to him and his wife. Usually I have these little drink straws right here. There'll be music in 1 second. Usually I have these little drink straws right here, but right now I'm just having my coffee. Hope everybody's having a great night. Thank you for joining me and listening to my crazy nonsense stories. Half of them are lies and half of them are BS. But anyway, I got some maracas. We use these for music. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, mama. Hey, thank you for following me, Old Kitcheneer. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a good night. Sure do appreciate it. Everything is going great. Could not be better, I'll tell you that. Life is good. I had this belt buckle. I wonder if Country's going to be able to get a belt for it. I sent him a belt buckle from one of these shows before, and you have to get a belt for it. Put it on there, but that's a really cool belt buckle. It's a big one, man. For them guys out there in the Midwest, they can rock that kind of stuff. But out here in Maryland, we can't do that kind of stuff. So anyway, things are going great here on a Friday, man. The weekend's coming, and life could not be better. I'll tell you that. Life could not be better. Hope everybody's having the best day ever. I feel like $1 million, guys. Life is really grand. Because who the hell wants to hear that? Yes, I'm going to be showing it real soon. Oh, that'd be nice, man. That'd be nice. Country, man, thanks for stopping by. I understand if you have to go and stuff. I just wanted to tell that little story about you. And I know life is tough and everything, but maybe we'll have to play some what do you call it, Call of Duty again. We can play any kind of variation you want. We don't have to just play, we can just play anything you want, man. We'll play some games and stuff soon, you know what I mean? I'm retired, I can do anything I damn well please. I just got my damn shots again, so life's going to return to normal. I'm going to start going to Vegas a couple times a month. Damn father-in-law moved in with me down in the apartment downstairs, so that's a little life change that happened. Life's throwing curveballs at you all the time. So life is good. Life is good. Hope everybody's having a good day. I feel like $1 million, man. Really do appreciate everybody stopping by and visiting me and hanging it out with me. Because life is grand, I'll tell you that. Could not be better. Could not be better. So I am, let's see. Yes, my PC is being a butt around downloading everything. Yeah, I know, man. That makes it tough. But I worked for like, what, 30 hours yesterday trying to fix up my damn YouTube channel, all my videos and stuff. I got about 90 videos on there, streaming videos. Everything's going great. Yoo-hoo! Hey, buddy, how are you, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. I was just getting ready to start a story about my buddy Snack Lagoon. I was just getting ready to tell a little story about my buddy Snack Lagoon. And let me see, I got one down here. My buddy Snack Lagoon, he is a vegetarian, and every time, he's my nephew actually, and every time I go around him, I'm always offering him a goddamn hamburger. I gotta quit doing that. Gotta do the right thing. Oh, I'll tell you what, I gotta grab my phone because I want to show you Banana Man. One quick time here, I gotta show you Banana Man. And I want to tell this story again, even though I already told it once before. It's funny as hell, man. This is a good story. Me and my nephew went to Vegas together, right? And we stayed at a suite that was so fucking big, man. Excuse me, so darn big. And it took up the whole corner of the hotel, and it had 2 big beds and then a big adjoining room in there. They take care of me when I go to Vegas, man. These people do. My platinum member here's the call out to Rick, who takes care of me in MGM, my host, executive host. So anyway, we go there, right? And we're having a blast, having a good time. We decided to go down on Fremont Street where all the freaks hang out. And I went to Fremont Street and with my nephew, and they got these little circles, and they're about 3 foot round. And then me and my nephew said, we immediately decided right then we were going to be professional street performers. And he was having a few drinks, and I was having a couple of oxycodones, right? So we were feeling pretty damn good at the time. And he goes, well, we were thinking about what are we going to do to become professional street performers. And I said, hey man, let's just try to get somebody to rub your damn head for $1. Tell them your bald head's lucky, and fucking tell them to rub your head for $1. I got an idea. Here's a, oh my God, is this some cheap carrot top humor or what? So I said, well, get them to rub your head for $1 inside of this little circle, because that's where you can get money. We will become professional street performers. So we got our mark. A couple come wandering down the street, and they were so inebriated, drunk out of their damn minds, that it looked like they couldn't even walk, right? And I said, this is the ones we want to try to convince to give us $1. So I met them halfway, and I said, hey, can you just give us $1 and rub my nephew's lucky head? His head is so damn lucky. You are going to win money if you just rub his head for $1. And that guy said, what the hell are you talking about? And his wife said, I want to rub his head for $1. I want to rub his, give him $1. So the guy goes, all right, I got to give you $1. So he gave me $1, and she rubbed my nephew's head for $1. And then that was it. Our career was over. We had figured we have made it. We have been to the mountain of Fremont Street, and we were successful performers. We had made income. Do we have to claim that on our taxes, Snack, again? I don't know. But anyway, that we also saw. Want to become famous? Buy followers and viewers. Oh God, there's somebody got to get rid of. There's somebody trying to do something to me. But anyway, everything's going great. So I was going to show you a quick picture of Banana Man, because that's pretty cool anyway. It'll only take a quick second to pull up Banana Man. Where is the banana? Here's the Banana Man. And Snack Lagoon, I probably shouldn't show your picture, right? I won't show your picture, I'll just show my picture. Here's my picture right here with the Banana Man in Vegas, right there. He is wearing a banana outfit, singing a ukulele, singing with a ukulele, and he sings about eating corn chips for breakfast. And the son-of-a-bitch is poor. He collects dollars inside of a little, what you call it, banjo box. But he's got life figured out, man. I love Banana Man. I want to be like Banana Man, you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me and stuff. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing well, as I sure am. Feel like $1 million. So I told the Banana Man story, and I told also the country story, and I also told my buddies. I wanted to tell my story about my best buddy, Big Dave of 40 year. We've been friends for 40 years. And so with all that said, I got another crazy story for you tonight, believe it or not. And I wanted to tell you about the prom date I had. Me and my other buddy, he's not here tonight, but me and a buddy of mine used to go to the truck stop. Where I used to live in Elkton, Maryland, up on above the Mason-Dixon line in Maryland. They had truck stops. We had 5 truck stops in one town. 5 truck stops in one little town about the size of a postage stamp. And there was trucks that would come from all around to pull in there, right? And then we would go out drinking at night and drink all kinds of beer, 20 beers at a time. And then my buddy Big Dave one time went in there and got a whole bowl of bacon bits off the salad bar and just ate a whole bowl of bacon bits one time. That's how drunk we were. But anyway, my buddy, I shouldn't tell those stories about old Big Dave, but it's the truth. So we have had a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. So what we did was, me and my friend used to go in there, and this was, 40 years ago, we could get a loaf of fresh bread. They used to have this beautiful baked fresh bread, and it smelled so wonderful, right? And then we would get a slow pot of pinto beans, slow cooked pinto beans, and fresh bread. And the bread only cost about like $1.49 or something like that for the whole loaf. It was a big loaf of bread, man. I mean, not a little loaf of bread. And then the slow cooked pinto beans, there was a big old thing of them. We got just one and split it, and got one loaf of bread and split it, because we were poor, man. And we would eat like, it would cost like $2.50. We would get a loaf of bread and a thing of pinto beans and 2 cups of coffee for $3. And that's all the money we had, man. Like for $3, we'd eat for the whole damn night, you know, after we was out drinking all night. It's harsh when you're poor, man. I've been poor, I didn't have any money, and so that's what I did, you know what I mean? So anyway, we would get that those slow simmered pinto beans. And then one time I was trying to get a prom date. I couldn't get a goddamn prom date. And so what I did was, there was this woman that had on, she was probably about 40, you know what I mean? And I was about 15 years old. And so I asked her to go to the prom. I went home and I got a flower out of my mom's garden. I got a flower and I came back and I said, hey, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I said, hey, will you go to the prom with me? So that's the time I asked the truck stop waitress to go to the prom with me. And she was 40 years old. But she had on red lipstick and had on a, I don't know if it was a wig or what, a blonde wig. She looked like Flo off of that show, Alice, back in the 1970s. But anyway, guys, that's the time that old PUBG Wiz asked the truck stop waitress to go to the prom with him because he couldn't get a prom date. But that's all right. I did get married and had 2 kids and been married for 32 years now, so it all worked out in the wash. But it was nice to ask the truck stop waitress. She was very flattered. She was very flattered, I'll tell you that. And she always served us an extra. Sometimes she gave us 2 loaves of, after that, sometimes she gave us 2 loaves of fresh bread because she was liking us a lot. Because I asked her to the prom. Because I didn't have a prom date. It's hard when you don't have a prom date, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to tell you about the time I was a Maryland State Inspector. Long ago, I was about 16 years old, and I needed a job. And my dad, he was reading the paper. He always read the newspaper. I'm wearing a night helmet if we set off fireworks. I'm wearing a night helmet if we set. Oh, now I got to tell this story. Hold on, I got to cut right. We're going to come back to the Maryland State Inspector story. And right while my buddy's here, we are going to switch right now and tell a special story about my friend Moto of 40 years, since he just said something. I'm wearing a night helmet if we set off fireworks. But right now, while he's here, I want to tell the story of the bottle rocket versus firecracker war. Now, while he's here, I want to tell this story. Back when we were we were probably maybe 14 years old during this. That was probably 41 years ago. We used to go down to a railroad bridge that was by my house and have firecracker and bottle rock fireworks wars. Is everything okay? We used to have fireworks wars. Okay, and so what happened was, I would give my buddies firecrackers, and I would take, I would take bottle rockets. Everything okay? I would take bottle rockets, right? And then, so I would take those bottle rockets and you hold it like this thing right here. I don't know if you guys know much about fireworks, but you take a bottle rocket, it looks like this thing right here. And then it's got a little fuse on its end like that. And you're supposed to stick it in the ground like this. And then light the fuse and run away, and it shoots up in the air about real far and blows up away from you. But what I did was, I took the damn thing and held it in my hand like this and lit the fuse and aimed it at my friends and let it fire off at them and try to shoot it at them, right? And then I gave them all my fireworks and let them try to throw firecrackers at me. Well, let me tell you, buddy, that's one lopsided battle when you got bottle rockets and they got firecrackers, because they're lighting firecrackers in their hands and trying to throw it at you. That's bad news. And so I gave Moto, my good friend Moto here, firecrackers, and him and my other buddy were throwing them damn firecrackers at me, trying to blow up, and they were popping off in their hands and popping off all over the damn place. They were dropping them and all kinds of crazy shit. and I shot one and it hit him right in the damn cheek, just under his eye, right about here. And it put a big old, well, a little circular bruise about the size of a pea right here by his eye. If it hit him in the eye, it would probably blind him for his whole damn life. So God, did we get lucky. He said, I'm wearing a night helmet if we set off fireworks. So I had to tell that story while he was here. That we had that was the night that old PUBG Wiz and his buddies got into a battle with fireworks. And I got those fireworks. My aunt always used to buy them for me from the south of the border, down there where North Carolina and South Carolina go across from each other. And you go to Pedro's, it's called. Pedro's Battle. What do they call that? Pedro's Fortress or something. But anyway, he sells fireworks. And that's the story of PUBG Wiz's battle with Moto and another buddy of mine named Modrod. I'm going to have to tell him to watch this video so he can hear about it. Modrod was throwing what do you call it? Firecrackers at me. And I was shooting off bottle rockets at them. It was fun as hell. We had a good time. So that's that story, and I'm sticking to it. Now I'm going to jump back to the one about being a Maryland State Inspector. And I'm glad I got a chance to tell that while you were here, Moto. I wanted you to hear that story, because that's a good one, man. That's a funny story. And it's really happy. It really gives me a good memory. He said he's wearing a night helmet. We play Valheim together, me and him does. He's going to put the night helmet on and beat my ass now. He owes me one. Here's a shout out to the home improvement section at the Fate Guild. Moto, you're number one, buddy. I love you. I wish I wouldn't have done that. I could have put your damn eye out when I was a kid. I was a stupid damn kid, I'll tell you that. Put your eye out and then you would have been bad news. Bad influence. Your dad used to say I was a bad influence. But anyway, let's see. Maryland State Inspector. What happened was my dad was flipping through the newspaper one night and he said, well, do you have a job, son? And I said, yeah, I got a job working at the gas station making $3 an hour. And he said, I tell you, I see where they're hiring college students. You're a college student, so I have a second eye. Good. I'm glad, buddy. You need a second damn eye, don't you? So anyway, that's great. That's great. So, I was telling you about being a state inspector, right? That's the next one. I got to get that one out. So, oh, that's working. It's working. That's Valheim. We love pigs. I looked that up, and our first pig was pokies or something like that. We named our first pig. Now we got so many damn pigs. I don't even know how many. I don't know what their names are. We got like 50 pigs. So, my dad's flipping through the newspaper. I got a job with the gas station, and my dad says to me, they say they're hiring college students for a program down at the Maryland Department of Transportation for a special program, and they're paying them about $12 an hour. That's 4 times as what I was making. I was making $3 an hour, and they're paying $12 an hour for this job. So I said, I don't know. I said, I'd love to have a job like that, Dad. And then so the next day, my dad called him up down there and said, hey, what about this program? Called up one of the bosses down at the Maryland State Highway Administration office and asked the boss, what about this program for college students who need jobs? And that guy said, what do you mean? What kind of college student job? He said, I read in the paper that you're supposed to have a program for hiring college students who need jobs. And he said, why don't you bring your son down here? He is the program for hiring college students. He needs jobs because we're going to hire him and make him the program. So hell, my dad got me a job making $12 an hour with the Maryland Department of Transportation Highway Administration Office, making $12 freaking an hour as a Maryland State Inspector. And I didn't have no experience in it at all. But they hired me, and just because my dad was very up on that kind of stuff and was read the paper and kept educated. So if you keep your eye out, the moral of the story is that opportunities do come along. And so I went down there and I became a Maryland State Inspector. And I went and I said, what am I supposed to do? And he said, you're supposed to make sure that these guys are doing the right thing, And so I went down to the library and I got the Maryland Annotated Code. And I read what a Maryland State Inspector was supposed to do. And I started watching every exact move that these guys were doing. And I was finding out that they weren't doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. The paint wasn't meeting the code, and they weren't painting the bridges properly, and they weren't letting it dry long enough. And they were doing all kinds of violations, right? So I would wrote down on my report all these things that they were doing wrong, and I took it to my boss, who took it to his boss. And then my boss came back to me and said, what the hell are you doing? Who are we going to get to paint these bridges if you screw these guys all up? You better leave these guys the hell alone. That's what you better do. You just better leave these guys the hell alone. So, funny enough was we left those cats. They told me to leave them alone, so I did. And he said, just go away. Come there in the morning when you're supposed to report to work, then leave. And then come back at night, and then you can come there during lunchtime and go and get their lunch order, and they'll buy you lunch for getting their lunch order. Oh! So that's what I did. I went there, and then so I started working for my brother, who had an automotive business there, and I worked for him under the table and collected money from him, and made $12 an hour for the state because they didn't want me to work. They didn't want me bothering the guys, so that's how it worked. I was double dipping, and geez Louise, did I make a lot of money. And that's my story of being a Maryland State Inspector and working for my brother who had an automotive business at the same time. Now, he wouldn't want to tell the IRS that, but that happened how many years ago? 45 years ago, so the statute of limitations probably run out on that. And also, I paid enough taxes now to make up for it. That was fun as hell, man. That was a good time. So, that was a good time. I only made like $3 and my brother paid me $3 an hour or something like that. Sweep the floor for him and go get some parts. And go get lunch for him, too. So that was the story of that one. Hey, I wanted to tell another story about when I was working at my brother's automotive shop, and I was just a parts kid, go running for parts and stuff. He had a big souped up Barracuda, man. It was like Moto's car. What kind of car you got, Moto? Are you out there, Moto? I don't know you are, but if you got Moto's got a souped up what you call it? Hot rod, you know what I mean? And he's got a really cool car. I'm gonna have to tell Moto to tell me what kind of car he's got. Tell what your hot rod is. Tell what your hot rod is in chat. I want him to tell what his hot rod is. So anyway, I had not me, but my brother had a big souped up Barracuda with nitrous oxide injection. And I jumped in that thing, and I was going down to get parts one time in Rising Sun, Maryland, and a guy came out there from the parts thing, and he put his hands like this, which means spin the wheels. And I punched that damn thing, and the wheels started spinning on there, and I thought I was going to break the axles in half. I punched it so hard it took off, and it started jumping. And the wheels started spinning and I thought I was going to break the damn thing in half as it was moving so damn fast. So that was pretty interesting, I'll tell you that. Pretty fun. Had a good time, I'll tell you that. Oh, looks like I won when I thing here. So anyway, that was a lot of fun. I had a good time. And glad I get to hang out with you guys. Thank you for hearing my stories and stuff. I appreciate it. Hanging in there with me and talking to me and stuff. Life is really good. Life is fantastic. I'm gonna give you another one here in just 1 second. Let's see, I got one for you, a good one. So anyway, life is good. What I wanted to say. Next one is oh, I was going to tell you about my sister being a romance author. My sister's a romance author, and she's written about she's written about 40 books, right? And I got a whole bucket of them back here. And if anybody's interested in a book called Finding Fiona, you can have it. All you got to do is send me your email address and I will send you a free copy of a romance book if you read romance books. Just let me know if you're on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitch. Any of those, just let me know. I'll send it to you. So anyway, just your email address. So that's... I used to travel all across the country putting her books up front. Like she wrote these romance books right here. I got a whole bucket full of them. Here's a bucket full of her romance books. And then this is them right here. And then, so I'll send you one, but it's electronic nowadays. These aren't electronic. These are the ones that she wrote for Harlequin Romance. But back in my day, 40 years ago, well, 25 years ago, I would take these and put them on the fronts of like bald borders and books and stuff like that. I would take these and put her book all on the front row. When I would always put her books on the front rows to try to help my sister out. You know what I mean? So that's what I did for my sister. So I'm going to have a quick intermission. This is only going to take about 10 seconds. I'll be right back in 10 seconds. But I'm going to put on this video right here. Don't blink or you'd miss it. 10 seconds. Okay, I'm back. It took 10 seconds. Hope you guys are having the best day ever. Everything's going great. Could not be better, I'll tell you that. I feel like $1 million here today. appreciate you hanging in there with me. So me and my nephew, we went to, we used to always go to Vegas. We're going to have to go again. And we would go to, let's see, we went down there just recently and we watched the Super Bowl. And it was a lot of fun, man. We had front row seats at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. And we had some really good food at the Wolfgang Puck restaurant, and that's, you can get, if you play this game, you can get tickets to the Wolfgang Puck restaurant. And that's pretty nice. And that's something to keep in mind. And let's see. Me and another buddy of mine, we worked there. I used to have a construction business long ago. And I used to do that to make ends meet. And had a truck that I bought for, how much did I pay for that truck? Old custom deluxe Chevrolet. Paid $950 for it, and I rode it for 14 years. How much of a deal is that, man? $950 and rode it for 14 years. Wow. That was something, I'll tell you that. Oh, I got 12 free spins. So anyway, guys, everything's going great. Couldn't be better. Feeling good. And my buddy, one time we were painting out there, and I go around the front of the yard. He's not much of a painter. He was college educated, but he was painting with me, and I was said, well, just do the best you can, paint the best you can. He had a 5-gallon bucket of paint, and he knocked the damn thing over, and half the paint spilled on the damn front porch. And he was still painting, and I come walking around there, and damn paint's 2.5 gallons of paint are sitting on the front porch, sitting there drying, and he's sitting there painting on the damn door and didn't even care about cleaning it up. And I was like, what the heck are you doing, man? You got to clean that paint up. So we had to clean that paint up. And it was about 100 degrees that day from what I remember. And there was one spot way up there it was about 30 feet high, and I couldn't get to it, and he's sitting there saying, how are you going to get to it? So I took a paintbrush, like looks like this pen right here, with a little bit of bristles on it, and I took some duct tape. You can do anything with duct tape if you're a hillbilly. And I duct taped that paintbrush onto a telescoping pole, right? And then I telescoped the pole up there 30 feet, right? And then I dipped it in paint, and then I reached up there 30 feet, and I was painting a little piece that I couldn't reach, you know? And my buddy was literally rolling on the ground laughing while I was doing that in the 100-degree heat. He was literally rolling on the ground laughing at me. I don't know if he was laughing with me. I think he was more like laughing at me, because it was funny as hell when he did that. Or when I did that. Because it was so hot out, 100 degrees out, using a 30-foot telescoping pole to paint the end of a house 30 foot up. That was pretty bad, pretty desperate. When you're trying to make money and you're doing stuff like that, it's desperate measures. You have to take desperate measures. These are the adventures of PUBG Wiz, and I'm sticking to them. Thank you for listening to my stories and tuning in and doing the best you can. Hope you're having a good day and everything. Life is good. I'm really having a good day, and thank you for hanging in there with me. Hope you're having a great day too. Let's see what we got here. It is Friday and almost, what do you call it? Almost at 7 o'clock. So life is grand, I'll tell you that. Could not be better. That is going good. Now, I was got some stories about my daughter, and she said she don't want me to tell no crazy stories about her. Don't tell no crazy stories and bullshit like that, because that's nuts. All right, well, life is going good. Let's see. Thank you for all you're doing, everybody. I'm having a great day. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. I am going to... I wonder if that video plays. I'm going to have to call when my son gets home. We'll get him to see if that intermission scene works good. I want to test it. I wonder if Moto's available. I'm going to ask Moto. I'm going to ask Moto if he can see that, Life is going great. Life is going great. Could not be better. Could not be better. Ooh, I'm winning on the slot machine. Life is going great, man. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Hope everybody's doing alright. Everything is going great. Could not be better. I think it's Friday. Weekend is coming, so everybody's going to have a great weekend, I'll tell you that. That'll be nice, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with that. Ooh, got some free chips. Chips. Life is good. Life is good. So tomorrow is Saturday. Life is fantastic. Feel like $1,000,000. Can you tell me if you see and hear the video in my intermission page? VIDEO. Life is grand. Okay, I'm going to switch to my intermission page now, and all I need you to do is see if you can hear the motorcycle video without the slots playing, and just let me know. Here's the intermission page. Now you should be able to, I wonder if you can hear me right here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you hear me and the slots. You don't hear the motorcycle. Okay, alright. So something's wrong with it. Okay. I have to fix it. Okay, alright. I got it, guys. I just have to fix it, that's all. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Because see, this motorcycle's supposed to be playing. This motorcycle video is supposed to be playing with no slots. When you go to the intermission page, it's supposed to play this video with no slots. You know what I mean? It's just supposed to play that thing right there. And that thing's got its own music and all that. Thank you. Go back to the live screen. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Sorry, just wanted to see if it worked. Lavender. Okay, let's see. Good enough. That's good. Life is good. Life is green. I'm supposed to have that intermission page right there, and it's supposed to work. We'll see, we'll try. Every now and then you got bugs you got to work out. Let's go back to another crazy story. I will wait till on that one till my son's here. Oh, I was going to tell you a story about one time I was at the what do you call it? I was at the working as for my brother at an automotive shop, and he said I used to run for parts and all that for him and do things like that. And he goes, go out there in that truck and get me that carburetor. And I thought, wow, finally a chance to prove myself, to be an auto mechanic and show them I have some skills. So I ran out there as fast as I could. I took some tools, started taking the carburetor out of the truck, right? So I'm taking the damn carburetor out of the truck the best I can. And I took the whole damn carburetor out of the truck, right? And then I go in there and I smack that carburetor down on his workbench, and gas rolls out of it onto the workbench. And he goes, I meant the damn carburetor that's sitting in the front of the truck. I'm putting a new carburetor in this car here, and the carburetor is just sitting in the front of the truck, not the carburetor from the truck. So not that only did I screw up the damn truck, but I didn't get him his carburetor. I screwed up the carburetor that was in the truck because he had to put it back in there and redo it, all that stuff. And I just had a hell of a day that day, man. I messed up. I thought I was going to prove myself as an auto mechanic. And just like when life is at its apex, you think you're going to show your brother that you can be an auto mechanic. You end up screwing stuff up, you know what I mean? You think you're going to tell your brother that you're going to be an auto mechanic, and you end up messing things up. But that's how life is sometimes. It's just that way, you know what I mean? Life is difficult sometimes. It's not easy. Life is just not easy sometimes. When you're trying your hardest, when you're at your apex, and you think, well, I'm doing well, and then all of a sudden, the whole damn world comes down on you. You grab the carburetor out of the truck, and you're messing up. That happened to me. And then one time on that Barracuda, I told you about my brother's Barracuda, that real fast-looking car. I wonder what kind of car Moto had. I want Roto to tell what kind of hot rod he has in the chat. Because I want to tell about my brother's Barracuda with nitrous oxide injection, and then Moto has a hot rod, and I wonder what kind of hot rod he's got, because he's got a big old monstrous hot rod, I think he does. He's got a monstrous hot rod, some kind of Chevy. Oh, a Chevy Nova. It's a Nova, right? Oh, no, it's a Nova. It's a Nova, right? Yeah. That's what it is. I know that's what it is. It's like I got a 350 in or something. So anyway, he's got a big old souped up Nova. Life is going great. I tell you, I'm having a fun evening. It's Friday. I feel great. Yeah, life is going good. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna have to get somebody to consult with me on that. How that intermission's supposed to work, because when I jump to that, I want everything to be quiet, and I just want you to be able to see that video playing, you know, with the motorcycle. So anyway, I love the witching hour. Hold on, we'll turn this up just a touch. Having a great night. Having a great night, I'll tell you that. Life is going great. Could not be better. So, what am I going to do? Everything's going really good. Let's go to a different slot machine and play something different. Mix it up a little bit. Then I'll tell you another bullshit story. Another nonsense bullshit story from the craziness of PUBG. Let's go to the home page here. We're going to go to intermission real quick and we're going to hit the restroom. Be right back. Be right back. Better if I just maybe muted the music in this video. Can I mute the music in this video? Oh, let's go here. I'm going to put my glasses on and go to a different slot machine. I'll learn how to do that later, guys. Not on my dime. I'm going to do it on my dime, not your dime. X22B, it's a shout out to X22B. I'm going to do something here to X22B. Alright, we're going to do this, and then we're going to get out of here. Now we're going to go here. What machine are we going to play next? You guys, we're going to play... Let's play Olmott's Gold. Let's play this. Well, this one, Rapid Gold Deluxe. Rapid Gold Deluxe. Life is good. Life could not be better. Life could not be better. Life could not be better. Let's go here, and then we're going to start rolling this thing, auto spin. Make $1 million. Let's make $1 million. Free spin! Spin! Might have to get another cup of coffee here in a minute.
Rapid respin!
Okay, guys, let's talk about my other nephew used to be a repo man, and he is about 6'4", and he weighs about 260 pounds, and he is a giant. He's a gentle giant, one of the nicest guys you ever want to meet, but he used to be a repo man. And what he would do is show up at people's houses, and he told me one time he showed up at like a place to get a couch back. Ooh, I won 25. It's driving me crazy. Definitely got to turn that bell off.
Rapid move!
The bell is ringing to signify that we're winning, but it's driving me crazy. Maybe it'll stop in a second. We're going to turn it down. Hold on. Oh, we're going to have to stop this.
Free spin.
We'll have to turn this way down because it's getting too loud. Smoking hot. All right, so how's everybody doing tonight? Things are going great, man. I could not be better, I'll tell you that. Gosh, how many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. Wow. That is a lot. I gotta stop this. We gotta go somewhere else. Rapid bonus. Life is good. Life is good. Okay, I had to get rid of that thing. That was driving me out bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Okay, there was a couple of things I wanted to mention to you. A couple of things I wanted to mention to you tonight. A good friend of mine named Undor, I wasn't sure about how to do any streaming, and a shout out to Undor, because he was a real influence in my ability to stream, because he knows all about streaming. And he taught me how to stream. And I used to get up at 3 o'clock a.m. in the morning and watch commercials so I could give him bits. They used to have on Twitch TV, you could get up and you watch commercials and they give you bits. And I actually bought the products too. So they would give you these little bits that you get on Twitch, and then I would give those bits to Undor. And then if you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you get a better chance to get more bits. So I would get up real early. You call me weird, but I am weird. I'd get up and watch those commercials for him and watch a whole bunch of them, collect up a whole bunch on my lurkers. I got like 3 computers who are lurkers. And then I would collect up all my money on all my accounts and then give him all the bits. And then I learned a lot about streaming from him. And I thought that was a little way I could pay him back. So, and I also learned, me and my son learned a lot about how to play Magic the Gathering from him. So here's a shout out to him. I'm going to say cheers to my buddy Undor. And here's a shout out to you, Undor. God bless you. Here's to your stream. Here's to you. May you and your family have good health. Amen. Here's to you. So anyway, that's that. And then another good friend of mine who writes poems, him and I were playing Magic together, and we was playing with Uncle Eastfond, and we were playing a Magic deck with Uncle Eastfond one day, and the PG County come rolling up on my property, and I got to start this stop machine rolling so we can, so you're not driving you crazy. Let's do Disco Dracula. How about that? So anyway, the PG County, what do you call it? Zoning board came up, and me and my buddy were playing some Magic. He's a guy that writes poems actually professionally. So if you ever need any professional poems, I can recommend you to this guy because he's really good at it. So anyway, me and him are sitting here playing Magic together. And damn, if I had a bunch of cars stored out, like 40 cars stored in my backyard. That's how I used to make money, by storing cars in my backyard. I got about an acre of property. And damn, if PG County didn't come, and they said, "What are you doing with all these cars back here?" And he started laughing, and I said, "Well, they're my friends." And he said, "You got a lot of friends, don't you?" He said, "You got to get your cars out here. You can't run a junkyard here at your house." Because I didn't have a permit or anything around the cars. And that's all I knew cars, and it was just crazy. So anyway, I had that story of that. The junkyard that I was trying to run, old PUBG Wiz was trying to run a junkyard, and he didn't have a license, but he had 40 cars parked in the yard. So that's the story of that. But Uncle Eastfond was our Magic the Gathering favorite card, me and my buddy who writes poems now. He's a real good friend of mine. I just wanted to make a shout out to him, and here's a drink to you, buddy. God bless you. Him and his brother. And then, let's see. Oh, I wanted to talk about Magic Mike. Magic Mike is a friend of mine, and he is a moderator of mine, and he is about 6'4", and he plays rugby, and he plays poker, and he was a wild kid, and he was tough as leather, and he was one of my son's best friends, and in his wedding, and just really nice guy, man. And he is just as smart as he can be, but he's a great poker player, and he is a tough as nails rugby player, and he is wild when he plays poker, man. He's really good and smart and hard to beat, And I just wanted to say shout out to Magic Mike, my moderator. Thank you for helping me all you do. Thanks for hanging out with me and being with me. I really do appreciate it. God bless you, Magic Mike. Here's to you, buddy. That's somebody I wanted to say hello to. Then I wanted to tell you about the story about my son. When he was young, he had a go-kart, and he had one time I found this guy gave me a go-kart, right? And it didn't have any brakes. So I tried to hillbilly rig the brakes, right? And the country will tell you about hillbilly rigging the brakes. It never works. So the brakes never worked, and my son was young. He was like 9 years old. And I stuffed him in this damn go-kart and put a damn brand new Toyota engine that I bought on there, and that thing was revving up real hard. And he started down the hill with it, and the thing was in full throttle. And I missed him. I was trying to catch the go-kart, but I missed him, and I didn't even give him my wife came out. She goes, "You put a helmet on that boy." And I said, "That kid don't need no helmet. Helmets are overrated." And then, damn it, when that thing rolled over, that go-kart went right past me. I didn't catch it, and it went right down the road, smashed into a big pile of rocks, and rolled over, and his head hit every one of the top. None of the top rails on that thing had any pads on it. And his little head bumped off on every one of the damn top steel bars. And I said, get out of here, woman. Helmets are overrated. Man, she wanted to kick my ass, I'll tell you. Because I really screwed up that one. I really messed up that one. Helmets are not overrated, and the kid should have a helmet on when he's riding something like that. So anyway, that's a story about my moderator, Mark, and my son. I'm sticking to it. A little crazy. Oh, it's a wonder he made it through with me. It's a wonder he made it through. Got another story about a buddy of mine. We went to Atlantic City. And we stayed at the Circle 6 Motel. So you know if you're going to Atlantic City and you're not staying at the name brand motel, things are bad. And I went with a buddy there, and we all gave him the money, and he paid with the damn credit card. It was no damn good. And then he's sitting there playing the damn poker, and I was all drunk, went back to the room to lay down, and damn if the damn owner came in there, was an Asian lady, and she started smacking me in the back with a broom, saying, "You get out of my room," and started smacking me in the back of the damn, in the back with a broom, saying, "Get the hell out of this room," because the credit card was no good, bashing me in the back with a broom. And I was like, what the hell is going on, man? I'm like, what the hell is going on? This woman's hit me in the back with a broom, and I just got done playing poker, had about 20 beers, and I didn't want to do anything, and my buddy took my money, and the credit card that he gave was no good. That happened to me in Atlantic City at the Circle 6 Motel. So you know if you're staying at the Circle 6 Motel, things aren't going so good, you know what I mean? So anyway, when you're staying at the Circle 6 Motel in Atlantic City, things aren't going so good. Especially when the Asian lady bashes you forward, batting you in the back with a broom. And you know who you are out there, Mike. You didn't pay the bill, man. You gotta get a good credit card. You left me hanging, man. But anyway, we all laugh about it now. That happened about 35 years ago, 30 years ago, a long time ago. We had a good time. We all had good times. Hope everybody's having a great night out there. Sure. Yeah, I'm having a great night, I'll tell you that. I feel like $1 million. Just playing a little slot machine, telling some nonsense stories. Most of it's not true. No, they're true. These stories are true. Just having a good night. Hi, Joy. Just having a great night. Couldn't be better. A lot of wilds. Playing a little bit of slot machines. And then telling some wild stories. And tomorrow we're going to sing some songs and stuff, so it'll be fun. Life is really good. Having a good night, I'll tell you that. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. Having a good night. Hope everybody's having a great night. And I'm just going to keep on smiling. And I hope everybody's having a good night. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And guys, God bless you and everything. I think I'm going to let you go. And thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you.